figured I was like, I should just have this on standby so someone would be like, oh, well, we know you're gonna be.
I mean, I have one too.
Yeah. I think Dan ordered a one of the snowball stuff.
I want to get a second microphone too because I have mine, but I want to get an actual vocal mic because the mic that I have is really meant for recording, amps and guitars and live instruments. This because it's a SM57, so I want to get an actual vocal mic.
Oh, got you.
We might as well not even say hi and just jump right into what we're talking right now.
Well,
so hey everybody, welcome to the Chronocide podcast.
I was gonna salute the podcast and take a shot.
All right.
Should we do that?
Salute. Go
salute.
for it.
What are you guys drinking?
I'm drinking water.
I've got a Red Bull.
That's why when you said you want to come over and get drunk, I'm like, yeah.
What's the alcohol content on that?
That Red Bull? Nothing, but I could put some Jameson with it. I got some in my room.
I technically do have like one of those little tiny shooter bottles of rum that I could drink if I really felt, eager. But all right.
Yeah.
I'll just wait till we're done and I'll come over and get drunk with you.
Yeah. Welcome to the Chronocide podcast. I'm gonna take this salute.
Kanpai.
Delicious. Kentucky Fire by Mouth Kind of Burn. It does not go well with cheddar goldfish, let me tell you.
Starting this one off with a bang.
You guys
sounds the opposite. I feel like
God
it sounds
damn it,
delicious with goldfish.
You guys ready to kill some time? Damn it.
Let's kill this shot first.
That's what we're doing now.
We're pretty much killing time. That's what we do.
We are killing time. That's what we're doing
every day of the week.
That's great.
All right, so what do we got this week?
Well, first and foremost,
what do we got this week?
I got the job.
Oh, yeah, you got
all
the
right,
job.
Go Jay. Woo!
Let me take a shot for that.
Yeah, take a shot for me getting
As
the job.
I'm pouring that, what's going on this week? Are you kidding me? What just happened yesterday that just blew everybody's fucking minds?
It actually blew up the internet. 88 seconds of Star Wars.
Yeah.
88 seconds.
The new Star Wars trailer just shut down the internet.
Yeah.
This is a double shot. One for Jay.
One for Jay, one for Star Wars.
And one for Star Wars for blowing up the fucking
The
internet.
Force Awakens.
No, legitimately, I know you guys kind of got the tail end of it because you heard about it, but I was there front line trying to get tickets for us, and oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Like, I'm just F5ing on like 8. I think I had like 8 different tabs open. I think I had 4 for AMC. And then I had 4 for Fandango, so I had 8 of those, and I'm just hitting refresh on all 8 of them every like 5 minutes or so, just to see if I can get in. And then after that, I'm like, all right, let me try movietickets.com. Movietickets.com was down, and so I'm just sitting there like trying to go through. And by the time I actually get into it, the 7 o'clock's done. The 7 o'clock is sold out. I'm wondering how it's even possible, how people were even getting through, because I was getting nothing but site is down. We're trying to fix maintenance problems. It was insane. But I was able to secure me and Jay tickets for 10:45. John wasn't on the ball and didn't say, "Hey, Bill, get me tickets." And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
I figured I could do it. My bank account or my bank froze my my credit card because I made a bunch of purchases yesterday.
Halloween purchases, right?
Halloween purchases. You're right. Actually, I did. And then all of a sudden, like they were like, now you're purchasing something else online. We were kind of concerned because you don't usually make these many purchases on different websites too. So
that happens.
I was like, all right, no problem. Then they unfroze it, and then when I went to go on, everything was sold out. And I was like, oh, well, fuck my life.
I'm surprised my credit card company didn't yell at me and was just like, why are you using it 18 times? Because I kept hitting like accept, and then it'd be like, oh, there was a problem with your card, and then I get booted out and be like, oh, there was a problem with your card, like because it would just time out in the middle of accepting and then wouldn't go through.
Because there was like a bajillion other people trying to do the same fucking thing. Yeah, no, dude, that fool. Let's just talk the trailer alone. Just chills, dude. Chill. I'm not even gonna say anything because I want people to just go watch it.
Just go watch it.
Yeah, just go watch it. Like nothing I say will justify it.
If you haven't watched it already,
yeah, I want to think that people are listening to this podcast.
No, well, I mean, there might not be something wrong with them. They might be being smart and not a moron like me. I mean, personally, I know what I'm doing is wrong, but I can't help it. But I kind of wish I didn't know anything about the new movie, and I've looked up everything I could to find out what's going on.
Yeah, you need to stop all that, dude.
I can't help it. It's an addiction. I need to know.
I must know.
I must know. Today I had a big long debate with a bunch of other people about like, oh, what's gonna happen to Star Wars? I'm like, no, you're wrong because this, that's the other thing, and kind of ruining the movie for other people. I'm like, well, why are you talking about it? Because I actually have ideas.
Yeah, that's why I like kind of bowed out of that conversation. I'm like, I don't want to know shit.
I know too much about the movie.
I already know too much about it. I don't want to know it. Get that shit out of here.
my
Going
jaw hit the
blind.
ground. Like when I watched the trailer, do you guys remember the episode on Family Guy when their jaws like hit the table?
Yep.
You know,
Oh,
it's
that's
like a
when,
big meme.
I actually remember that. That was I think Peter wished for Lois to have bigger boobs, and Brian
Brian's jaw.
Yeah, it just hits
like,
the table.
and you could hear
Yeah.
like the plates move and stuff. Yeah, that's what happened. I was like, I was like, oh, that was
Dude,
amazing.
the
my
score-
mom's
the
my
score's
dad
fantastic.
started talking. My dad started talking in the middle of the trailer, and then my mom like answered his question, and then like, after my mom started talking, both of them, I'm like, shut up. Like I was watching the fucking trailer and so in tune to it. I'm like, "Eh."
You're ruining it.
You're ruining every bit of this.
You will not take it from me.
The memes too from this morning that were made,
Yeah.
all of them, every single one.
I
of them
shared
was
like
amazing.
I could
Yeah,
5,
dude.
6 of them.
The Jar Jar one had me laughing at work.
Oh yeah,
That one
Oh,
was really good.
so good.
what was
I'm happy about
bring it
it.
up real
It
quick so I
makes
can.
it makes so many people angry. I would love it.
Yeah, final shot of Force Awakens. Kylo Ren holds burnt Vader helmet, removes his own. 2 fish ears plop out. Misa gonna avenge you, Annie. When I read that, I was dying when I read that.
That would actually make
great.
sense.
I wouldn't like you mentioned it before too. I wouldn't even be mad. I'd just be like,
Yeah,
good,
because they
good
would
job,
just,
good for you,
oh,
JJ.
dude.
You,
Oh,
JJ Abrams
Jar Jar-
just completely
Jar Jar-
trolled us
Jar
all.
Jar Abrams just got us all. He wins.
Yep. Yep.
He wins.
They
No,
should have
yeah.
just originally killed him off. They should have put that scene in. Sorry, it would have been better.
What? How he like falls off
Falls
the
off
waterfall?
waterfall. Yeah.
Yeah, that was just a fan edit because that's actually a cut scene from the movie is where they're getting getting out of the actual bongo or whatever, and Jar Jar like can't get out. That was a scene they cut from the movie, and somebody decided to put it back in and edit it where he falls off the cliff. I'm like, that's
The
fantastic.
best. The best.
That's how it should have ended. And we're good.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm doing for the the day that it comes out. My birthday is on the 16th, so I'm throwing a birthday party on the 17th and inviting everybody over to watch like a Star Wars marathon of all the movies. And what I'm going to play is I'm going to play all the fan edits because they have edits of episodes 1 and 2 that take out all the stupid shit. Like they take out all of the Jar Jar Binks being obnoxious and all the fucking what is it, the Hayden Christensen's, oh, I hate
Sand is coarse.
sand. It's coarse and gets everywhere. They take out all the bullshit and they add back the scenes that were actually deleted scenes that made sense towards the plot. They actually put those scenes back in, so it's really good cuts of it. So we're gonna watch those, and then I also have the despecialized versions of episodes 4, 5, and 6, where they took out all of the bullshit shit that George Lucas added in, like Han shooting second, which is horseshit. And so we're gonna watch those. It's gonna be great.
I can't wait.
And I also went to Party City and bought
I saw that
a whole.
post.
I bought
So
streamers and like party favors, and Fred pointed out that I forgot to get party hats, and I'm like, motherfucker! So I got to go back out and get party hats. But they're all Star Wars Force Awakens themed. So I'm gonna have my 28th birthday is gonna feel like I'm 8, and it's gonna be fantastic.
It's gonna be the best thing ever. I can't wait. So excited.
I was talking about it with my dad when I was fishing earlier today. That I was like, you know what? I'm 28, and I'm past the point where anybody's gonna throw me a birthday party. Like I have to throw myself a birthday party. I'm like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna throw a fucking Star Wars themed birthday
Hell,
party.
why wouldn't you, dude? Like this
Exactly.
time, like it's perfect timing.
Mm-hmm.
I've
I've wanted this for 20 years. This is the birthday party I wanted for 20 years, and I'm gonna throw it anyway.
Now that you're like a man, I'm doing
Yeah,
this
now
shit
that I'm a
myself.
man, I'm doing it myself.
Doing it proper, not fucking around.
Can you just tell everybody what you caught today? When I asked you, what'd you catch?
Yeah, John texted me and said, "What'd you catch?" I'm like, AIDS.
You caught me off guard. I was like, God damn it, Bill.
That one,
I
one
actually
listener
love
that
it.
actually has AIDS, shaking
I'm
his head right
really
now.
sorry. I'm really really
not funny. It's
apologetic
not
that
funny.
wasn't meant to be offensive to anybody. But no, I didn't get shit today. I didn't even get a nibble. It was nice.
Not
It was
even a
nice just
nibble.
going out on the Hudson,
Every day,
going
right?
out and riding
Well,
around.
you
on
had
the
beautiful
boat.
weather today. It was gorgeous outside.
Yeah, it was really nice today.
A great day to work outside for me.
What'd you work on today?
Air conditioning.
A-
Do
HVAC.
a lot of duct work. It sucked though, because you're working with tin and metal. I don't want to get into it.
I was gonna say, are
Oh,
you,
it's not. That's not what we're here for.
are you
Come
working
on.
around insulation? Because that stuff sucks.
Yes, I always work around insulation.
I fucking hate that.
Let's ride the tangent train right into the choo choo right off track.
Right off track.
Oh yeah,
No.
well,
Wasn't
I
this?
just
This was supposed to be a nerd podcast. Now we're just
Wait,
talking
you
about.
know what? We have to discuss this. What I'm about to mention, because everybody else and everybody and their mother is discussing it right now.
Are they?
October 21st, 2015. That's today's date.
Oh,
For
right,
you
yeah.
guys, that will
Back
be
to
in
the
the past,
Future.
and today's in the past, but it was in the future. But now it's in
So
the past.
this from everything going
Future
forward will
past?
be the future now.
Yeah.
No, it would everything. No,
No,
everything
no,
from
no.
the movie. Are you talking about
Everything
the movie?
in the movie is
Is
in the past.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Now,
saying.
my theory is that it's actually a alternate timeline, and somebody, and because all right, think about this.
I
One.
just thought of one. My mind is blown. Continue. Sorry.
You have the 3 movies that take place in that timeline, but things change in their timelines as they go back and forth through time.
Right.
So
right.
my theory is that something happened after the movies that changed history as we know it, and that's why we don't have hoverboards. That's why we don't
Well,
have
it's
flying
because
cars.
he was fucking with the past, or the
Yeah, he
when he
fucked
went
with it.
in the third one when he went back into the past.
Yeah.
He fucked
Right
with
on.
something when he,
Right
no,
on.
that was
So-
the Wild West one. He
So,
screwed
you know,
around.
everybody's
God damn it,
all
Marty
everybody's
McFly.
all upset that we're not having all the things from Back to the Future. No. You should be upset with Marty McFly. It's his fault.
Great Scott!
Yeah,
Marty!
I'm not gonna ever be upset with Marty McFly.
Marty!
The only person I don't like is Biff. I want to punch that motherfucker in the face.
Yeah,
to
I mean,
this
that's-
day.
McFly!
To this day, I want to fight that guy.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
that's a proper character development.
His
Yeah, he's
helmet
a
in the
great
future
actor.
is
Great
so
actor.
ridiculous.
Like you see him in another
McFly!
movie, you're just like, I just want to fucking punch you.
Yeah,
You're like
fuck
the
you,
main
dude.
character, and
It's
I'm
like,
supposed to like you. I just want to punch you in the face.
It's like
Mom, you're
Joaquin
really good at
Phoenix, dude.
dehydrating
Joaquin Phoenix
pizza.
for me, every time I see that motherfucker, I think of Gladiator. I'm like, I want to hate you. I want to hate you
Just
so
wanna
hard.
Punch you in the face.
You know what? This one is for when Marty's dad punched Biff in the face. That
Yeah,
one's
what
for you.
what a fucking moment.
Another shot for one. Yeah, there you go. By the time I get to your house, you're gonna be
Drunk.
wasted.
Why not?
Oh my God, Bill! It's been so long. How you doing?
so long.
What was the guy's name in the third one? Mad Dog. Mad Dog.
Whatever. You know, honestly, I've only seen Back to the Future 3 like
Couple times.
1.5 times because I've seen it all the way through. I think once, but that's one of those movies that whenever it was on, I'd watch parts of. So I think I've only seen it like 1.5 times
Wait,
because
no.
I mean, obviously, it's not
How many
that
Back to the
good.
Futures are there? There's
There's
three.
three.
There's 3. There's the first one, which is the
I
action
mean, there's
one's the past.
2.5.
The second
'cause
one,
the third one's not very good.
the second one is the future.
Future.
Well, they
Everyone
go to the
loves
future,
second one.
and then they go to the past.
and then they go back to the future, right?
They go back to no, and then they go to the past because that's when
Oh.
Doc
A
Brown
lot
gets
of people,
sucked into
a lot of
the
people
past
don't like
past.
the third one, but like
It's
I
not
got a
good.
soft
The
spot.
third-
I got a
the
soft spot
third
for the
one-
third one.
I like the third one. I thought it was pretty cool. It's
I mean,
a different twist. Wild
It's just
West.
not really good though. It's not bad. Good.
And he shows back up with a flying train, like,
Yeah, come on, man.
like he went from a
plus,
making a
Doc
DeLorean
Brown got
go
late in
back
that
to-
one. There's nothing wrong with
Yeah.
that.
nothing wrong with that at all. He's
Yeah.
my hero.
He gave her the
I do-
great, he gave her the great Scott. You know what I'm saying?
Have you seen what was it? Have you seen 1,000 Ways to Die in the West?
Of course.
Yeah, like that movie was it was okay.
When they
It
opened
wasn't
the
really-
thing and he's in there.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
the
was
best.
Seth
Yeah.
Smith Green.
Yeah.
Or,
Seth
right?
MacFarlane.
Seth
Seth
MacFarlane. I just mixed up both of this.
Yeah, two sets that
one
happen
goes
to
like
have
this.
shows right back to back from each other.
Blah, blah. That movie was okay. I wasn't really a big fan.
I was disappointed, personally.
Yeah,
Oh,
it,
yeah.
it could have been a lot funnier.
It
I was
had,
expecting
it had
to-
high points, but there was,
I was expecting it to be on the level of like Ted, and
nah,
it just
yeah,
wasn't.
it was not Ted.
Anybody see Ted 2?
No,
I've not seen it, but I heard it was not as good either.
yeah,
Alright.
because I mean, that was one of those movies that was in theaters for what, like 2 weeks, and then
Yeah.
it's gone.
If
That's
it-
usually
if it doesn't
how
have
I.
Flash. Ah! Guardians of the-
of the Universe.
Oh god. When they found him in real life and they got fucked up with him, that was the
Apparently, there was like a comic convention, not like a Comic Con, but like a convention where it was like buying and trading comic books, at the Civic Center in Poughkeepsie, and Flash
he
Gordon was there.
Flash
Yeah.
was just chilling.
Yeah, he was there.
And
Pretty cool.
Oh, speaking of Comic Con, after my story last week, I got an email. What was it, yesterday?
oh yeah, you gotta tell this story. This is great.
Yeah, I got an email yesterday saying that people from Comic Con got a story about how me and a couple friends helped save a woman's her cell phone, and because of that, all 4 of us are all getting free passes to Comic Con next year.
3-day badges.
Yeah, 3-day badges next year. When I read that, I'm like, today is a fantastic day.
Yeah, what
So,
did
can
John
you tell
say?
the story? Can you tell the story about
Yeah.
how you saved this cell phone like a hero?
John, say it. Not all heroes.
Oh yeah, that's right. Not all heroes wear capes. I forgot I messaged
No,
that.
the funny part was when you messaged me that originally, it said not all heroes wear caps, and I'm like, I wear a hat.
You do wear a cap. I thought you said that on purpose because it was like a.
That's what I thought too. And then I realized he's meant to say cape. I'm like,
Yep.
nope, that works perfectly. Or all heroes wear
I
caps.
kept it, didn't even edit it. I was like, fuck it.
Because I mean, I wear a hat all the time. So there you go.
John, I want a beard update. Where are we at in the beard? Is it coming
Yeah, good
back?
question.
I had to shave it last week again.
What the fuck?
I gotta shave it tomorrow.
I mean, I trimmed mine. I used my beard trimmer and cut mine down so it's not like all gnarly.
I don't even know what to do with you guys anymore.
Hey, I still have a beard. I still have a beard. I didn't join the dark side.
Bill,
but,
what are you doing for Halloween? Are you being
I don't fucking know,
Deathstroke?
man. Oh yeah, I forgot. I was actually gonna ask you. Since you're doing Bane, I was looking around. I couldn't find any Deathstroke stuff. I saw a bunch of. What the fuck was that? Something in my house just went really loud, bang,
Oh.
and it's banging again, and I don't know what's going on.
Is that a zombie breaking in?
Maybe.
I hope so. I'll come over there.
I think my mom's just knocking things over and asking for help.
I'll hit him over the head with my
I'm
bottle.
busy. Anywho.
Just feed him.
So yeah, I
feed him
couldn't find
rabbit.
any Deathstroke stuff. So but I did find I was thinking about doing Riddler. If you're doing
cool.
Bane, I was thinking maybe I could go Riddler.
Do you got like a cape or not a cape, like a cape?
Well, they have the whole outfit. The outfit's like $40.
Hell
it has,
yeah,
like,
do it.
Yeah, it has like the pants, the top, and then the hat.
Dude, we are
And then I
going
just
DC hard.
Yeah, and I'll just have to
Damn,
come
I
up with a
should've,
really I want to come up with a bunch of really bad riddles where like all the answers are like my balls,
My nuts.
my nuts, D's nuts. Like and then the best one of the night is like if people ask me to have them give them a riddle, and if somebody's wearing like a really terrible costume, and be like, hey, I got a riddle for you. What are those?
That'll be awesome.
That'll be my riddle.
Dude, I'm gonna be spam watching Dark Knight Rises before this thing goes down. I'm just gonna have all
so
the
you
quotes.
think that gives you power?
You think this gives you power over me?
Can you
Dark
do
Knight,
the- can you do,
flames rise?
Of course.
The
Can
fire
you do
rises.
Eric Hartman's Bane?
Yeah.
Do you think you have a Thorta?
thought, huh? Does
With
this
the
give
F
you
and the
power?
UPS
We
guy.
need a body for the wreckage.
Oh, I can't wait. See,
Michael,
I should have went
Michael
DC
went and bought
villains.
the Superman outfit.
Oh my god.
Oh, so we can just kick him in the nuts over and over again?
Yep.
Let's do it.
Yep.
Just beat him with this. I'm just gonna beat him with my stick. Like, hey, like that, Superman! Bah, bah, bah.
We were supposed to have a special guest today, but
Yeah,
no.
Michael was supposed to join us. He's trolling us again. He wins again.
Yep.
This is what we get for trolling him. He trolls us back by
Alright.
promising.
I got
And
you.
he's like,
I got
"Oh,
you.
fuck
I see you, Migs. I see you. I'm coming
Yeah.
for you.
Whatever.
But yeah. So I actually that's a good segue. I am so stoked for Halloween this year, and anyone that knows me knows that like I rarely participate in Halloween. Last time I dressed up was like 2009. I was like Whale Man,
Yeah, I saw that. I saw the
which was
photo.
pretty fucking sweet. I got a lot of compliments on that, but I don't know. I just kind of was taking a back seat. I would show up later at the parties and just drink and kind of people watch. But the fact that we got like this whole squad of people going as all DC characters has me so
Besides
ready
me.
for this. Well, you suck. You should do something.
No, you're gonna see my costume, and you are gonna be like, "Damn."
Oh wait, actually, I know. I'm not gonna spoil for anyone,
Yeah,
but
but-
yes.
No, you already said it in the podcast. You're doing Mr. Robot, aren't you?
Oh,
Yep.
yes.
Yep.
Yeah, you already said it in the podcast. So
No,
it's not
but
really a
it's
spoiler.
if you haven't watched Mr. Robot, you won't.
You're not
get
gonna
it,
get- you're
but
not gonna
you
get the
have.
full-
Oh, which I acquired.
Yeah, I acquired it as well.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's okay. You can legally get it now. I'm just letting
Oh.
you guys know. So
Oh.
wait,
well,
where?
I'm assuming you have legally gotten it.
No, I illegally got it
Yeah,
You
it's so
legally
legal.
got it.
somehow. Yeah,
You
it's so
legally
legal.
got the
Somehow.
copy. Yes, there's
Ah,
a legal copy.
of
I
course.
know you guys have.
Uh huh.
Right.
Wait, is it on a streaming site now or?
It's on Amazon.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
that's where I got it. Mm-hmm. Of course, I do that.
Right. I got it from a guy. I got it.
Who
know a
works
guy.
at Amazon?
I got it
Works
from,
at
from our podcast Jew.
Oh,
know a
Jay,
guy.
this is what I was saying before. My second display just starts freaking out.
Freaking
All right,
out.
I'm good.
My
I
second
got it.
display should be on its way home because I had to get it fixed. Had a line through the center of dead pixels and should be on the way home right now.
Yeah, but I want to talk about Flynn's party, man.
Oh,
I am
can't
so
wait.
stoked for this.
The party at the Flynn's, best party ever.
Yeah,
They
like
have the best
I learned
freaking
this
party.
year. This year is a year of learning for me. I learned that the Flynns don't fuck.
Really?
around when it comes to parties, dude.
my God.
Bill,
I didn't know that.
Bill, bring your drinking pants.
Slip and flip. What else do we have?
Slip
Pie
and
eating
flip?
contest.
Wait,
Yeah.
it's cold though. How are you gonna slip?
Well, we're not gonna play slip and flip now, but I'm
dude,
saying
they got the Ocho, man. They made an 8-sided beer pong
eight-sided
table.
beer pong
Really?
table.
They
Yep.
called the
Huh.
Ocho.
They call it the Ocho.
Yeah.
See, honestly, nothing against Mr. Flynn, but I really didn't see him as that much of a drinker.
Oh.
So I'm rather
Flynn?
intrigued.
Well,
He's a
the
very
Flynn-
fun
the-
drinker.
The Flynn can drink.
All right.
Flynn
Those
can
nachos don't get frosted alone.
drink. He can drink and he can fall hard down staircases.
Yes, he can.
All right. There you
And
go.
he doesn't give a fuck.
Nope. I
That
saw
would
him
be
drinking
Flynn.
moonshine
That would be
last time. It was awesome.
Great guy. I can't
But
wait.
yeah, I'm like really
I'm
excited for
excited.
this. It's gonna be awesome. I'm just gonna walk around with fucking stupid Bane accent, holding my hands in the vest. Yes.
I have a jacket. I don't know if you'd fit in it. It's actually kind of small for me.
No,
It's,
definitely not. I could probably put my
But it looks
arm
like
through it.
Bane's jacket. Like
I don't
I
need to-
actually, when I went and saw Batman, I was wearing the jacket, and I walked in. I was like, "Wow!" I just realized I'm wearing Bane's jacket. We're twinning right now, except I don't have a mask.
I actually have a leather jacket like that. It just doesn't have all like the fur and shit, but it's close enough. I don't think if anyone's like, "You don't have fur, dude," so I'm gonna be like, "You think this matters?"
Dude, look at that.
I'm just gonna break their back. I'm just gonna lift them over my head and snap them.
I
Did
was
you get the
raised
mask?
in it.
Throw them into
I
a
was-
pit in Afghanistan. Like, climb
I was-
that wall, bitch.
I was born in this jacket, raised in it,
Molded by it.
molded by it.
It wasn't until I was already a man where I put on a real shirt, and to me it was nothing but constricting.
Constricting.
It's so much better when you're drinking.
We're gonna have
Salute
like,
to Bane.
we're gonna have an hour session of just writing down quotes that I have to say in that accent.
Yeah,
before the party.
we have to write down quotes for you and riddles for me. We'll make a day of it. Just be like, all right,
that'll
we
be
can
like
come
the
up with bad riddles.
the pre-drinking.
Are you
session.
gonna be a Jim Carrey Riddler?
I wasn't thinking about it. I was just gonna be my own Riddler, because they have the outfit and just kind of gonna be me as the Riddler. But I might have to watch a whole bunch of.
the Gotham Edward Nygma's not bad.
Yeah, I still haven't touched Gotham yet. I've heard good things, but I haven't
Sometimes.
gotten
I
around
got
to it.
3
It's
episodes.
a lot of
in.
shows I haven't gotten around to. My problem is like when I said when I watch shows, it's hard for me to literally I get wrapped up into a show, watching like an entire season or something, and then when somebody says, "Oh, watch this," I'm like, I got so much other anime to watch.
Yeah, that kind of stacks up on you, right?
What
Yeah.
anime are you watching now?
Well, let's see. Because the new season just started, so there's a bunch of stuff that I've been watching and going through. A bunch of that haven't really hit home, but then I have a bunch that have actually I thought were really interested. And right now, I went back and I've been watching a show that my friend Max got me into. It's actually kind of old. It's like 2 years old. It's called Yawamushi Pedal. It's about a high school bicycle racing team. And I didn't think I was gonna like it. I'm like, that sounds stupid. Why am I gonna watch this? And then he got me into it, and I'm just like, this show is fucking great.
Dude, the Japanese have literally an anime for everything.
Yeah,
There's,
and especially
cooking,
sports, too.
tennis,
All the
biking.
Boxing.
Like a friend of mine, we were talking about it. Like every sports anime is good. Even if you don't like the sport, you're just gonna start watching it and be like, "Wow, I suddenly am interested in this sport." That's what happened with me with Yawamushi Pedal. I'm like, now I really want to go bicycle racing. And the reason why I like it a lot is because now I go to the gym and I'll put an episode of the show on
yeah.
while I'm riding the exercise bike at work, and I'll get an amazing workout because I'll be right alongside of them, yeah, let's go. That's how
And then it's like all inner monologue, like, don't quit now.
It's great. It's fantastic when it comes to that. So that's a new show that I got into recently. As far as brand new stuff that are just came out this season, there's 2 that really stood out for me. One is Asterix War. It's kind of it's a kind of typical anime. It's nothing super special. It's basically about a kid that joins he's trying to figure out what happened to his sister because his sister went missing, and he joins this school where it's similar to Yu-Gi-Oh, where they have duels, but they actually fight each other, and that's the point of it is these schools are trying to vie for who has the most power by going into these competitions.
And all the girls wear
So it's basically
skimpy
like the
skirts.
Tri-Wizard tournament all the time.
Yeah, more or less.
I like
And
it.
it's
I like
it's
it.
it's kind of it's a kind of a typical anime, but I like the animation
does
style.
Cedric
It's
Diggory
nice.
die?
Yes.
All right,
Cedric
well then we're
Diggory
good.
does.
We're good to go. Fuck Carpats. That guy sucks.
There's that, and then the other one that I'm obsessed with, that it's amazing, is One Punch Man. And if you haven't heard about One Punch Man is something that but even if you're not an anime fan, you need to go watch, because it's a show about a guy that he becomes a superhero. Like, he becomes a hero because he's bored and he wants to, and he trains so hard that all of his hair falls out and he just looks so goofy, and now he's able to beat anybody with one punch. And It's basically watching somebody that has so much power get really, really bored whenever somebody comes to fight him, and he knocks him out in one punch, and he gets really upset. He's like, "Oh yeah, I finally have a challenge," and then bang, they explode into a million pieces.
Are the
It's
bad
like,
guys like really animated and like talking a bunch of shit right before it happens?
Yes, very much so.
Good. That's so
And
good.
the animation is fantastic too, because it's made by Madhouse, and Madhouse made a whole bunch of really good shows like Hunter x Hunter, and I can't remember off the top of my head, but they made a bunch of like really good, like really well known shows. So yeah, I'd definitely say even if you're not a fan of anime, you should definitely check out One Punch Man, because it's fantastic.
That's awesome.
I've never even heard of it, but that sounds like something I would like to watch, because if it's got the production quality behind it and it's funny, I'm down.
Oh, yeah.
I'm down. I'm in it.
And it's got the production quality. It's got the fights behind it. Like the animation is amazing, and yeah, it's got the humor. It's got everything that I want from. Because I'm a big fan of, like, you know, your typical shonen animes, but I'm also getting really tired of them because it's always the same thing every time. Like, you know, I was watching Naruto and One Piece since they came out.
Yeah,
like
train to get stronger.
Yeah, train to get stronger. This guy's too
plateau.
strong. Let me train some more. Okay, now I beat him. Oh, next person. Oh, he's
You're
too strong.
basically
Let me train to get
describing
stronger.
Superman. That's
Yeah,
literally every
exactly.
Superman fight.
Pretty much.
Except he
But
doesn't have to
that's-
train. He just punches harder.
Yep. Or just gets
Final countdown. The whole time.
Yep,
Every episode. Same song.
pretty much. But that's why I like shows that take the typical, you know, they take a lot of the same tropes and a lot of the same
Turn it on
things,
side.
but then they like change it up a little bit. So that's why I really like One Punch Man. It's funny as hell.
I would like to see an anime about like all the bad guys. Like, imagine like, you know how in Dragon Ball all the bad guys go to like the hell or whatever, and they're all in the other world. Like, I would like a whole anime about those guys.
Well, there's a game coming out. It's an indie game that I saw on Steam. I can't remember the name of it. If you give me a second, I could find it. But there's a game coming out where you actually play as the NPC bad guy against
awesome.
a role-playing game group. Like, it's like an RPG, but you're playing as like a random monster. And you just you have to like die, like you have to let them hit you a bunch, because you're obviously stronger than them, but you could let them hit you a bunch, and then when you feel the time is right, that's when you die. And when you die, you have to drop some loot for them to pick up.
That's awesome.
And then you go back to base and you tell everybody about how you like help the adventurers and whatnot. And then like you'll rank up, and you'll get like because you'll be like an ogre or something, and then you get like a different colored skin, so then you can go and fight them again like in a different area. Yeah, the game looks really clever.
That's very
Remember
clever.
a while ago I posted on the channel about a game. It was like a meme somebody made. What if there was a game where you're playing through the game and making decisions, you realize, because you think you're the hero, but at the end of the game you realize you're the villain.
There's a couple of those.
Yeah, there's a couple.
There's a few games like it, but I feel like you kind of know that's coming along and happening. But like we're at the end of the game,
KOTOR.
where you realize like you're a hero. You're saving people's. You're choosing to save people's lives. You believe you're a hero. The game actually makes you believe you're doing the right thing. And at the end of the game, they literally just boom punch you in the face.
There's
and it just hits like oh shit.
There's a new game that I just started playing that almost hits you with those kind of decisions right off the bat. I haven't beaten it yet, but because I played a bunch of it at a friend's house, and I really liked it. It's a survival horror game called Soma.
Oh yeah, Soma.
Some
Yeah,
of
I've
the
heard of it.
decisions in that game are they're rough.
You
Because
want-
I
John-
don't want to give anything away, because it's it has a very, very unique story, and I don't want to give it anything away. But you know how typically when you have to make a decision in a game, you're like, oh, do I do this or do that? You know that like, okay, well, this is going to affect me that way, or this is going to affect me that way. This is the type of the game where you don't know if these decisions are actually going to affect you or not. You're sitting there like, oh shit, should I do this? Should I not do this? What would I do in this situation? It's rough. Like deciding whether this person should live or die because of certain other things that are going on. I'd definitely say check out Soma.
Now,
Soma is crazy.
Now I have a question for both of you. Have either of you guys played Spec Up the Line?
Nope.
Yes, I have.
See, that game is exactly what you just described. Like that
Really?
game is, dude.
There
what-
are
what-
decisions. There
No,
are.
what is
I-
the end? What is the end?
You're right. Okay,
It is
you're right.
but
I mean,
that was one of those games that I remembered like the last 10 minutes. I was like, holy shit.
That was a good game. It's a very
underrated
game. It's
Under
a
the radar,
very-
dude. Fantastic
Oh,
game.
Completely. My friend actually invited me over his house to play it, and I played the first mission. I was like, dude, I'm going to take this home when you're done. 2 days later, he was done, giving me this look like, you should play this game. And I'm
Yep.
like, I'm going to. Beat the whole game. I was like, wow, the story in that game, 10 out of 10. Great.
That's you think like I'm not gonna say anything else. It's just play it. Great
Just play
game.
it.
Fantastic game. Totally under the radar.
I'll play it.
I have it on
definitely
Steam, dude. You could come over and beat it. It takes like 8
I'm
hours.
gonna play. I'll play it at your house.
Now they're
I
going
definitely
for
wanna
that
try.
look for Halo 5. They're going for Master Chief is the bad guy. I don't know how you guys feel about that. It pisses me off.
I don't
That
like it.
pisses
but
me off. Master Chief.
I think it's supposed
is
to
a
make you
hero.
feel like that, though. Like that's the whole point.
Like
They needed to
He's
switch. They needed to
saved
switch it up
humanity.
because he saved the planet like 4 times now. So
he's saved humanity, not even just the planet, just humanity itself.
yeah.
He has more won wars and fights and battles under his belt than fucking anybody else. You know, it pisses me off.
Now this guy
People
Locke
don't
in his
appreciate
new
him.
fancy armor thinks
They
he's
don't
just gonna take the chief down. I don't think so.
They don't appreciate him and what he's done for this
Now,
That came out this week, right?
world.
no, it comes out
No,
next
1 week.
Oh,
1 week.
So
1 week from today.
So it would be tonight at midnight if you're listening to this on the Monday that it will be released.
Exciting.
yeah.
No,
So
no,
if you're listening to this right now, go get online for some Halo.
I'm not going to. This is the only Halo I'm not going to the midnight release. For.
Yeah, I just don't care.
I mean, I'm buying
I can't.
it. That's
I
why
have
I
to
got
work.
That's why I got the Xbox One. I mean, I'm going to play it.
I'm going to.
I
play.
remember
but-
I was working at GameStop for the Halo 3 release, and it was
Finish
bananas.
the fight. That shit was awesome.
Yeah.
Those were awesome trailers.
They
Bubble
were awesome
Shield.
trailers. I was super
Fuck you,
hyped for
Master
that.
Chief.
Super hyped for
I
that.
bought Crackdown just to play the fucking beta.
Yeah.
I mean, Crackdown was a good game. I had to play it.
I bought Crackdown and played Crackdown. I liked Crackdown.
Guys,
I bought it
I-
originally to buy the beta, but then I originally was like, wow, this is actually a pretty good game.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of glad I got it. And then I got Crackdown 2, and I was like, this is pretty good too.
I never got to play a sequel. Well, did they
That's
make a
pretty good.
3?
Yes.
Okay, I never got to play that.
Guys, there's a game that I
Got
want us to
3.
play.
What's that?
It's coming out. It's not out yet. It's being made. By an indie developer. It's a Friday the 13th game. I don't know if I've talked to you about this game yet, but there's like it's an
yep, I've heard of it.
asymmetrical multiplayer game. Bill, you're gonna love this because it's essentially a tabletop game
Okay.
where one player is playing as Jason at the lake, and then the other people are picking characters like the jock or the engineer or violin or person.
Okay.
And they all have to try and work together to escape while Jason is hunting them. And like you can't just
It
hide
is-
under a bed the whole time because the longer you stay there, like Jason has awareness buffs.
Huh.
But dude, I would love to play this with you guys. Like I was
Now
trying to
it's
get
a,
back to
it's a video game.
it's a video game, but it's asymmetrical. It's 7-1. There's 7
Okay.
survivors and there's 1 Jason.
That's awesome.
And he's basically unstoppable, like as you would expect. There are ways to stop him. I think there's a way to kill him. I'm not sure because it wasn't ever done in the movie, so I don't know if they would put that in the game. But
Well,
the way they discussed it-
been quote unquote killed before.
yes, exactly.
You know, he always
But
comes
dude,
back.
I was listening to this on one of the podcasts that I listen to regularly, and they had one of the creators on there. And this sounds so sick. I think it's just gonna be called Friday the 13th, but it's like I'm very interested in how this game turns out. I'm hoping it comes out to like at least mediocre reviews because that would be enough for me to want to try it. As long as it's not abysmal, like 4s or something like. But yeah, I just like the idea that they're basically taking like that tabletop mentality of like, picking a character and being confined to that like that class almost like.
You know what it reminds
Like
me
Arkham
of?
Horror almost like you pick the character and if you're like the big strong guy, yeah, you can swing the hammer or the really strong, but you aren't smart and you can't pick locks or something.
You know what it reminds me of? I don't know if you guys have ever played on Call of Duty 4 or Modern Warfare 2, playing what is it called? I can't even remember the name of it right now. Oh, I'd call it Jason. That's all I called it. And one player would play as Jason, running around knifing, and you'd just try to kill everybody. You know what I'm talking about?
I mean, I never played that. I remember zombies on Halo.
Oh, it was just kind of this. Oh, it was called Michael Myers. That's what we called it. One player would play as Michael Myers, and basically everybody else would go run and hide. Michael Myers would wait, and you hid from him or you ran away from him. Michael Myers had a knife and a throwing knife in Modern Warfare 2. Some people play with it, some people didn't. And so you'd run around and you'd hunt all the players down. It was actually a lot of fun. There's also another mode called Zombies, where you'd kill somebody and then all they did was just switch teams and they would join your team.
Yep. They had that in Halo, and it was actually... I thought it was better in Halo than I played the one on COD.
Well, yeah, playing those in Halo, I mean, they actually set up the game type.
That's what I'm saying.
So
they had the
this
whole
one, I liked
level
playing
creator.
it on Call of Duty just because it was just a community game where someone's like, hey, you want to play Michael Myers? And you're like, sweet, it's easy, simple, you jump in, you just play. I mean, I loved playing zombies, and hours of playing zombies on Halo.
Yeah,
I'm
just
surprised you guys haven't picked up more Gary's mod, because they have a lot of games.
But nobody has Gary's mod.
I have Gary's mod.
Oh, okay. Well, let's play Gary's mod then.
Yeah, we should definitely play Gary's mod.
I want to play Prop Hunt. I want to
play Prop Hunt. I want to play Trouble in Terrorist Town. I love Gary's
God.
mod. Gary's mod's great. There's so many fun games on
Bill,
it.
so much shit to
that.
do.
You showed me the
They have
Terrorist
Murder.
Town.
Murder's cool. Like, there's so many really cool games like that are very similar to that, where it's like the co-op, sort of not really co-op games where you just play. Yeah, it's basically like your typical party games. Like Gary's mod's fantastic for that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I remember, didn't those same guys that we were watching, Bill, didn't they do basically, like, where is it, like, one guy's like the bad guy, the killer, right? But they were playing with paintball, do you remember that?
Yeah, they were doing Trouble in Terrorist Town.
Yeah,
I think it was
but in
Node.
real life, though.
Yeah, they were doing Trouble in Terrorist
that was
Town,
awesome.
which is like the Counter-Strike mod, and they were doing it in real life with airsoft guns.
Yeah, dude, that looks so much fun.
Oh, okay.
Awesome.
That looks like
Would
so
love
much
to
fun.
do that.
They were like, don't point at me, don't look at me, don't look at me. I'm staying in my
Keep walking.
closet.
Just keep walking. Oh, by the way, that game I was talking about where you can play as the monster is actually called Mediocre Monster. Right now, they're looking for crowdfunding. So if you go to, I think I just looked it up. If you go to Square Enix Collective and you look for Mediocre Monster on there, they're asking for people to help upvote them so they can get a Kickstarter, formed.
Actually, speaking of Square, they're going to be helping Platinum Games make Nier 2.
Oh,
I
really?
don't know if you guys ever played that. That was a really cool like JRPG. That was on 360. It's gonna be an exclusive on PS4. They're also I think this week Tales of this Tira comes out. Have you ever played that? It's one of the Tales games.
I've played a lot of the Tales games. I've seen things for Zestria. A friend of mine played the demo at Comic-Con.
What did he say?
And he said it was like 10 minutes of walking, one fight, another 10 minutes of walking, another fight, another 10 minutes of walking, another fight, and then he was done. He said there was way too much walking in between the fights. That was his main complaint.
Well, was that like a vertical slice of the game, or was that like the actual
No, it
game?
was just him walking through like a field. Like, how you have the overmap where you just go from one area to the next.
What do you say about the combat? Because I heard it was kind of like action oriented.
Yeah, he said it was all right. It was just like every other Tales game. So if you like Tales,
I really enjoyed Tales of Symphonia. That game was awesome.
Oh, I love Tales of Symphonia. I didn't get to play the sequel, but I was talking to a couple friends and they were saying that the sequel is absolutely terrible. The one that came out for a Wii. So.
Well,
Yeah, I mean it's Wii. So.
Well, I mean, it's one of those things where I would like to, if it comes out and it's generally received well, I would like to play that with you because it's one of those games that you can play with your friends, like
Oh, yeah,
JRPG
definitely.
where you can play with your friends.
Mm-hmm.
So that's always good.
So you're right. Sorry,
Okay.
I'm a little drunk. I'm getting there.
Yeah,
I have a would you rather from somebody.
Excellent.
I just got it right now, so I want to say
Great.
because it's perfect for today. The theme of Back to the Future. So, would you rather have a time traveling DeLorean with the Mr. Fusion so it can fly, or would you have a magical time traveling what does that fucking say? Phone booth.
So would I rather have a DeLorean or a phone
It
booth?
doesn't specify because this
DeLorean,
is
dude.
where I'm confused because it
but
can
are
either
you-
be the Doctor Who phone booth.
Is it a
or it can
TARDIS
be-
or is it just like a phone booth?
No, because
Well,
it's
if
Bill
it's
and
the
Ted's.
TARDIS, that's
Bill and
easy.
Ted-
Hands
Bill
down.
and
or
Ted's
it's the
Excellent
Bill and
Adventure.
Ted. That's why I'm confused
Oh,
because it
okay.
can either be the one from Doctor Who
Yeah, no,
or
it's
Bill or
probably
Ted.
no, because the Doctor Who is actually it's a police box.
Yeah, it's a
for
police box.
Box. All right, so
Okay,
this is
so
the Bill
it's
and
the
Ted.
phone
so
booth from
clearly
Bill and
this
Ted.
is
DeLorean,
clearly this
easy.
is the
DeLorean, dude.
Easy.
No
That's
fight about it.
hands down, no question. DeLorean.
If
Who the
you
fuck
have
wants
seen-
a phone
yeah.
box? If it's
Well,
it's a
if-
police box, if it's the
especially-
TARDIS, that means I can go through space too. So duh.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean, the DeLorean,
if
I
we
get
were
to go
talking about the
88
Bill,
miles an hour.
Yeah,
I mean, you have a DeLorean too, so you can drive around. That'd be
That's what
pretty
I'm saying.
badass.
exactly. And it flies.
It flies.
And it flies.
Yeah.
I'd rather have the DeLorean either way. But I'm
Oh,
just
yeah.
saying, because if somebody were to choose the Bill and Ted, be like, oh, that's cool. Well, think about it. Bill and Ted, after a few tries with it, or they used it like so many times, it wore out.
Mm-hmm.
The umbrella broke, or it looked
Yeah,
like
I'm good on that.
the antenna looked like the umbrella. That's all
The
they
whole-
did was like peel it. off.
Righteous.
Righteous man.
With the wild stallions,
Air
right?
guitar.
Actually, we have a question from H. Ken
Oh, that's
Lacey.
right.
He
Should bring that up.
tweeted at us at Slade Time. He said, question for the show, and this actually fits in. Will Star Wars The Force Awakens be the best-selling box office movie of all time? Why
Hands
or
down.
why not? I
Easily.
think easily. Yeah,
They've already sold
Easy.
9 million in pre-sales.
yeah, like
That was
Easy.
earlier today. I have no idea how much that's picked up. 9 millions in pre-sales.
yeah.
In
I
like
like to,
one day. In
we
like
should-
20 minutes they sold out like a
That's
million. I
amazing.
think. Something
It's definitely
they
going to
broke
be.
the internet. Everything was down. Like I said, Fandango was down. Movietickets.com was down. AMC
Kim
was down.
Kardashian's Twitter was down.
Oh boy, what are we gonna do?
You know what? Let's give a shout out back to Dan for thanking. Let's thank him for being on the show again.
Yeah,
It
thank
was
you for
awesome having
being
him
with us
on.
last week. That was great.
Well,
Definitely love
I've
to
been
have you
hearing
on
a lot of
sometime
good
another
feedback
time.
from his episode as well.
That's good.
So
We should be. He should be back on the show sometime soon too. I mean, obviously he's welcome back whenever he's available. So
And we should have.
I love that H.
Mr.
Ken, like I say,
Michael on.
the gossip,
let-
as they say.
Yeah,
We should have Miggs on soon to
Yeah.
defend himself from
really
our
wanted to be on.
Oh,
nonstop
yes. Hate.
talking about how he's terrible.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'll be our MOBA episode. Is
Yeah,
Yeah,
MOBA
that's
episode.
right. We
He's-
have to have a MOBA episode
he's definitely gonna bring up his expertise.
in League of Legends.
Yeah, he's
What are
pretty
you
good.
guys? What are you guys doing this weekend?
This weekend? What is going on this weekend? Let me look at the date.
I have a gig,
it's the
and other than
23rd.
that, I'm just hanging out. So
All right.
Yeah, I'm just hanging out too. I don't have anything.
This
planned
weekend.
I'm gonna find some
is-
chicks to scam or something.
Nice. This weekend is my official first show at the Headless Horseman in Ulster County Park, New York.
Ooh, maybe I'll come down there. Go down there. There's
I'm
always women
very
over there.
nervous because
oh wait, are you performing or is this
I am
you
performing.
doing? Oh,
I'm performing.
sounds good.
I'm very excited. I'm going to be suspended by my ankles, lifted at least 20 feet off the ground, strapped into a straitjacket, trying to escape from the jaws of death.
This is
Awesome.
I could possibly die. That's probably why I'm drinking right now. It could be the last time.
Don't do that. We
Oh god,
kinda
I'm
need
so
you.
fucking nervous. I haven't. You can't test the trick. You can't like practice the trick. Like you can't practice the stunt. It's not even a trick. It's a freaking stunt. You can't practice it without a safety because something can go wrong. So the first time you actually do the stunt in front of a crowd is the first time the safety's not in it. So if you
Oh, so we
fuck
can
up,
see you die.
if you fuck up, I mean,
Oh,
I can
nice.
I fucked up a few times on the stunt, and it's like, and he's like, "You're dead. You died. You died. You realize you just died." I'm like, "Oh, this isn't good."
Yeah, that's.
So,
I mean, I'm
yeah.
not trying to see you die, but
If it happens, I mean, I could get really hurt, or I can die. So, hopefully, I get really hurt, or not at all.
or not at all. That's something too. That could happen.
All right, guys. Well, that's enough for us,
Yeah, it
and
is enough.
thank you for coming in and killing some more time with us.
Salute to
Absolutely.
the audience that is listening, and make sure you guys are following us on Twitter, on Instagram, on Facebook. We're now on YouTube.
We are now on YouTube.
4 was our
Dun,
first
dun, dun.
episode officially on YouTube. Episode 5, which is this one, you better be listening to on YouTube.
Yeah, we need
Or SoundCloud.
we need likes and subscribes, guys.
Like and subscribe to At Slate Time.
That's like time. Yeah.
Salute.